A and B conversation. I am the A.
I'm the B, Brittany.
I
I was waiting for the Amber.
What I said.
I'm the A.
Oh, what's good? See your way in.
Period.
Hey, we're here.
We're here.
We're back
living.
another week. Brittany is me this week. Brittany is Daria this week. I've woosad, I've meditated, I've calibrated, I've had talks with the universe, and I've reset myself. I'm anew like springtime, but Brittany got attitude.
Yeah, I'm not La Primavera yet.
You know what?
La Primavera. Spring, right? That means spring, like spring.
I thought La Primavera was like a pasta dish with like
I think it is
like squash and shit in it.
It's based on the fact that maybe those things grow in spring, something like that. It definitely means spring somewhere. But this week I've been up every day at 5 a.m.
Disgusting.
And I don't like that.
But like, you've got kids. You're like used to being up early as fuck.
5 though, nigga. No, like 7. Okay, that's still early. But also, I'm likely to come home and take a nap. I've been working at 5 a.m. And I've also had like a little bit of mom guilt because like Rob's been taking both the kids to school, which I know is stressful. Like normally it's like, okay, one of us, one gets one. Like you take him to the bus and because they both have different times. So it's just like you gotta get them both ready mad early. Gigi be acting crazy now. Like it's like one day she just flipped the switch and became like a super crybaby. Like she was never like that. Like crybaby in the sense of like anything that blows her, she about to blow yours back and be like,
how old is she?
3.
Yeah, that's that age. I mean, I ain't got kids, but that's that age.
That's the age.
People with my friends with kids, they're like actually terrible 2s. Not that terrible. It's 3.
Not that terrible.
It's the 3s that people should be worried about.
Yes. And I also actually didn't have a good day at work recently, which I haven't had one of those in a really long time. Like every morning, I start my day with this dude who's great. He's easy. Like his skin texture is perfect. So even if he has like a little blemish, like it's just flawless. Easy. Like ideal grooming client. Don't want me to touch his beard at all the things, right? So at least I start my morning with him and he's like fun and da-da-da-da. And then I had a woman in after a couple of times after him, right? One day, I think it was just like an off day for her. I don't know. You know, we all be having our switches. This bitch was just like not liking what I was doing. Like not liking it, but like wanting to do her own makeup. And it was giving, I can leave my makeup kit here if you just want to just pick my brushes and use my shit. Like you can do your own makeup. Believe me, I'm still gonna get paid. Literally. The check is gonna check. Yeah. She had me stressed the other day, like because at first she didn't have me stressed. At first I was just, of course I paid it with grace. Like you already know. Like I was like, no, like I want you to be happy at the end of the day. Like by all means, like you know whatever it takes to get there. If you want to do this part, that's fine. Like I was cool with it, right? It was just not a good day.
Yeah, your client was annoying. That's unfortunate. My week was cool. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling and whatever, minding my business, not going to work, and living my best life.
Living the
I did hurt myself at the gym again for the second time in a week, but that's
how?
Because I'm stupid. I'd just be in there like I'm training for Woman King, bro. Let me tell you about this magnificent foundation. Do you see how I'm glowing?
You are really glowing. It's pretty, yes.
I have on a face full of foundation.
Fucking impressive. What foundation is it? Because that's unlike you.
If you not watching, you missing out.
What is it, bitch? Don't leave me suspense.
I'm shining bright like a diamond. I'm glowing from within. Look at that cheek. Look at that cheek.
That cheek is
We're
glowing.
switching over to other cheeks. Look at this cheek.
Right. Look at that.
Okay,
cheek.
so I spent the last couple of days actually with my brother from another mother and my mentor, Sir John. He got a stew, you know what I'm saying? So I was at the stew or whatever. And he, of course, makes my collection of makeup look like, you know what I'm saying? Like a fucking duffel bag. So he's just like pulling stuff out. And he's like, babe, have you tried this foundation? It's Saie's Super Glowy Foundation.
I knew you were going to say that. Go ahead. I'm going to let you talk about it first. Because that's
I was like, no, I don't really know much about Saie. I'm not even going to hold you. The one thing that I tried to get from the one time they tried to send me PR, somebody stole my package. So I never got. We've got like random fucking thieves that'll just randomly steal my packages. It's fine. Anyway.
Because they know you got that good shit.
So I had never like really fucked with it. And so I was like, all right. And he was like, fine, like, come on, let's like find your color. Like, I'm like, I mean, I'm not really like a foundation girl. He's like, right, find your color. And I'm like, okay.
He's like, sure,
Like, I
okay.
think this is your color. I'm like, all right, yep, this is it. So we are finding our colors. We're talking. He calls the founder of Saie because, of course, they're cool
Of
because
course.
he's Sir John. And she's like, yeah, like she was like, it's 85% skincare. I think like 10% foundation and then like 5% pigment. Something like, I don't know, it's more pigment, but it's something
Of
like
course, of
that.
course.
It's majority skincare, which is like Saie's thing.
Yes.
And she was telling us like, yeah, I usually just put it on with my hands, like I'll put on my skincare. The coverage is medium build up. She was like, either with a sponge or hands. I put it on with my hands, went in with a brush for a little more, just to, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I mean, I still feel weird putting
Of
on
course, same.
foundation with my hands. But I went to this event and every picture I saw of myself, I was like, damn, bitch, this skin. These girls can't take you in here today.
No.
Wow, y'all all just looking at me like, wow, this bitch just sit around drinking water. Yup.
Ironically, they sent me some stuff a long time ago and I really liked it. They sent me recently the foundation you're talking about. And so I used it, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use it today, but I used it one of the days, and I thought I was gonna talk about it the last episode, and I completely forgot. That shit is busting. That shit, their
It's
line is
so
busting though. Honestly, it's really
good.
good.
Like, and then I have their it's like the super glow, like highlight situation. I
Yes,
have that just like right here.
gorgeous. Your
But
skin
the
does look
Saie
delicious.
milk combo, I got the Saie and the milk. And then I used milk just came out with a mattifying setting spray
Is it good? I saw that.
and the Pore Eclipse. So
Yeah.
I set it with that because I was like, she's dewy. But I did it with that, did a little spray, and then I just kind of like patted it in with a brush. Cause with the Pore Eclipse spray, you can like spray it on a sponge and
Yeah.
dab it in almost like a powder.
I kind of really like the name Pore Eclipse. It's like it gives me like, hey, we're shutting all the light out. I'm into
Yeah.
that.
It's good. The packaging is all black and shit. It says milk and black
Ooh,
writing. It's very sexy.
yes. I do want to try the
Yes.
spray. You look beautiful. Like your skin looks
Thank you. Thank you. I
perfect.
feel spectacular.
She's like, come on.
I feel great. The cheeks, like we got the Too Faced under eye. Oh, I tried Victoria Beckham's mascara. Sir John also gave me that. I was
Ooh,
just like,
did you
let me
like
just
your
try some of these
eyelashes do look
things.
they look popping.
They look cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is cute. It's like one of those little thin brushes that usually I'm on the fence about, but
Of
because
course.
it can either be really good or really bad. But
For
this is
sure.
good. I fuck with it. I don't know if Victoria Beckham is clean, but I actually have on, I think, a face of clean beauty for the most part. I don't know if Too Faced is clean either.
Wow.
I do have one qualm with clean beauty,
Let's talk
though,
about it.
that I don't fuck with.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. I fuck with clean makeup. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I get it. No chemicals, all the things, anti cruelty. When I reposted that meme about is this not what y'all mean about animal cruelty? The amount I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. We'll post it. It's a monkey getting makeup put on, essentially. Makeup artist, like the amount of people who follow me that was like, wait, so that's not animal tested. I was like, so
No.
we all thought that the bunnies were just getting like a little beat.
Yeah, we all thought.
No, they're not, guys. I did a Google search and it's actually kind of it's pretty disturbing,
It's
actually.
bad. Also, can I be fair? Like, clean beauty in America is so broad because technically the FDA does not regulate clean beauty. So, clean beauty
Correct.
can mean animal cruelty, or it could mean farm to face, or it could mean paraben free. Like, it could basically mean whatever you want. And considering the fact that the FDA only bans like 11 ingredients, I think you only need 3 clean products or natural, whatever, what do you want to call it, in a product to consider it a clean or natural product. So just a fun
Yeah,
fact.
I'm a little loopy hoe. This kind of like organic. It's literally like organic food. The FDA don't
Of
regulate that
course.
shit either. And that's all just like marketing. But here's my clean beauty qualm
Let's talk about it.
personally.
Mhm.
I need a little preservatives in my shit. I need
Period.
my shit to last until I make it to the end.
Yes.
Last week, my shit was breaking out. Okay. I did have a fucking secret zit coming here, which I thought was very random.
No.
Thanks to Mia Rad. She's gone before she even hit the surface. But I was like, it's giving mad texture. Like, it's looking a little like, I don't know, sallow. Like, I'm not fucking with it. Like, I look at myself and I give an in depth skin report to myself like 2 to 3 times a day. And every time I would look in the mirror, I was like, what's up? Like, I understand you're like not happy this week, but
Yeah, but like, damn, bitch.
damn, bitch, like the
That
stress
unhappy?
take you out like that? Like that easily? Like I thought you had a little bit more wiggle room. You know,
Right.
you've been more stressed. Like what the fuck? No, it's because the fucking moisturizer that I had started using up again, which was a clean beauty line, it must have been bad. And the shit that really got me was I was like, is it this cleansing balm I've been using? I had this Augustinus Bader cleansing balm. Literally, I had used it like twice for content, okay? And I just put it like back in the cabinet. I just like put it back in my beauty, whatever. I just
Yeah.
had it like sitting to the side. And I was going through looking for something one day and it was sitting right there. And I opened it and I was like, bruh, this whole fucking jar. I'm not throwing this shit away. I'm about to use this. Y'all gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
It's still good. And so I was like, is this what's revolting against me? And then I thought about it and I was like, no. Oh my God. I ran out of my Barney's Gel
Dang, your
Cream
titanium?
moisturizer. Right. It finally was done. So I was done with the moisturizer. I was too lazy to go in the stash to get out another moisturizer, which I was going to do. But I
Mhm.
already had this Offset moisturizer in my medicine cabinet. Offset, Scarlett Johansson's line. It's a clean
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw
for
that
the
recently,
skin.
actually.
I really like their exfoliator, and I will say that the time before this time, we'll put a pin in this. I was breaking out really bad last summer, and it was because a clean beauty line exfoliator, like an enzyme exfoliator.
Yeah.
I had started reusing that. That shit was breaking me out. I was like, what is this? I was thinking it was the new products I was using, like all of this shit. I was spiraling. Threw that shit out, my skin instantly goes back because I actually in real life have sensitive skin, so it'll react to something immediately.
Right.
So next day, I'm like good to go, and I was like, not it was this dumbass enzyme exfoliator fucking breaking me out, right? So I started using the Offset one, which is amazing, very gentle, very I like her a lot.
Love that.
Okay, we're
Love
gonna
that.
now take the pin out.
Right.
I
Whoop.
went back to using the fucking squalene moisturizer that was
Go
in
off.
my
Yes.
cabinet from Offset. That's what was breaking me out. I threw that shit away because I probably got that in the fall. Threw that shit away. Obviously, I looked up at the serum that I had lingering. I was like, girl, you got to go to. Threw it away because
Yeah, because if no, y'all gotta
yeah,
go
I'm
together.
like, but
Nuns
it
travel
brought
in
me to
pairs.
think like, and then I thought about this time where I had went back to a lipstick from a vegan brand. And I was like, yo, did I eat something funny? My lips are breaking out, which I hate. My lips are so fucking sensitive. I'm like, "Ugh, this too annoying. I
Damn.
hate this fucking texture. Like, feeling like
Ugh.
sandpaper all on my mouth.
Yes,
I
that's the
fucking hate that.
worst. Like a
And then
bunch
I
of
was
little
like, oh
bumps.
my God, it was this fucking lipstick.
I have a really strong stance, not against clean beauty. Like I don't mind it. Like if something happens to be clean, cool, right? But I think it's because I know too much. Like first of all, people don't get it. It's like if there is water in something, which it is, everything has water in it unless it's Aquaphor or Vaseline. Like everything has water in it. If there's water in it, it has to be coupled with preservatives. And people hate parabens, but I'm like, there are like they think it like fucks with your hormones, whatever. There are literally 0.1 to 0.3% parabens in any product. It's not enough to fuck with your hormones, bitch. Like, and I feel like people don't get it. It's like, yeah, these types of things in the highest concentrations or XYZ concentrations will disrupt whatever things you think or like they think is gonna cause cancer. Nigga, do you know how much of this would have
Everything
to be in
causes
your lipstick to
everything causes cancer also.
also that? Like,
Just
bitch, Sunny Delight probably gonna give us cancer. Like, I don't know what else to tell
the
y'all.
sun can give you
Also,
cancer.
this, and that's the thing, right?
Literally.
And so, like, and then the problem too is that when you do use natural preservatives are mad expensive. So then clean beauty becomes more expensive, which is the same problem we had with Whole Foods versus C-Town. Like, it's giving.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's
It's tricky, and
tricky.
I feel I just because I know it's not regulated, because I know that the term clean beauty is not regulated, and there's you can call it whatever the fuck you want. I already be like, I can't jack this. Like, I can't.
I just can't jack that because I need to be able to know that I can like go back to something.
Of course. And
Because
paraben's
two,
cheap, by the way. Sorry.
because two, I'm not buying the things necessarily.
Of
But
course.
for my consumer girlies who are buying it though, like I'm annoyed at the fact that like you going out and buying this product that's gonna go bad before you finish it.
Right. Like literally,
You know what I'm
like
saying? Like it's either like make the sizes smaller, but then you would have to make them cheaper, and we know they're not going to do that.
they're not gonna
And
do
so I
that.
just have a problem with that. The fact that several times I'm like, oh my god, it's because this clean beauty product broke me out. If you ever hired a makeup artist, please know sis got an eyeshadow in that kit that's at least 5 years old.
Of
However,
course.
doing makeup, there is a shadow, there's a powder, there's something in there that she has had for a decade.
100%.
Like,
100%.
and they're holding on. Nobody's broke out. Everybody's chilling. Like, I just want my shit to wait. Just can you please make it to the end? Like, can
Of
I wait to
course.
the end?
I think that the thing too that aggravates me is that like people really just don't know enough. And so like you can say one thing and then they're gonna run with it. You know what I mean? Like even when you think about like fragrances, right? Like in makeup, it's like, first of all, there's a difference between unscented and fragrance free. They're not the same thing. Unscented means it may contain fragrance, but just not strong fragrance. Fragrance free means they will not put fragrance in it at all. So, like, if you have unscented wipes, there still might be fragrance in it. But the thing is that people get so mad about fragrance. And I'm like, you do know that fragrances come from essential oil. So, it's going to come from a plant, it's coming from a flower, it's coming from.
Yeah,
And I think that the real bottom line about clean beauty is that just like you can be allergic to shrimp or like broccoli or whatever, those are natural things. You can be allergic to anything, and that can be what's
absolutely.
breaking you out. And like when niggas think, oh, I'm gonna use some tea tree oil and I'm gonna get rid of my acne. No, bitch, you not. Because if you use unconcentrated tea tree oil in your face, you're going to fucking burn your face off. Like people just don't get it. And like that's why I be like I can't, because I feel you.
Yeah.
Like if you don't have a preservative and I can't use it, because like you said, no shade. Even if we're getting PR and we're coming from a place of privilege, like I'm still not gonna be able to repurchase this shit. Like I love you,
Yeah.
Augustinus, but I ain't got 400 for you, my nigga. Like, but like I think people just get like so caught up. And I get it, right? Like we want to do better, but like technology, like niggas was putting formaldehyde on their faces 7 million years ago. Like y'all, like we gonna make it work.
Yeah. Girlies are starting to use like it's almost like a personality trait. This girl, I don't even know how or why I follow her to be honest, but she pops up on my timeline and her whole thing is like clean, like cruelty free brands and like, oh, cruelty free, cruelty free. And I get it because like I said, after doing the Google, the bunnies are not actually just walking out looking cute. But I'm like, okay, but your whole content is like cruelty, like please, you don't got nothing else to talk about.
Right.
Like there's so
Also,
many
bitch,
other things to talk about. There's
right.
so many other brands.
You know my stance on this, and I don't care. The niggas is gonna come for me. I mean, I wear fur. What the fuck I care? But I feel like if you're not testing on animals, you're not testing on anything. So we are the guinea pigs. We then become the guinea pigs, and no thanks. Like I love all of God's creatures, but the rodents can go, my nigga. Like you got
Yeah,
me
I'm definitely
fucked
like,
up.
I mean, it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. We're also
But
fucking up
I
the
would
ocean.
absolutely be okay with you with like a rat having a reaction over me
Same.
every day,
Here for
any
it.
day.
I also feel
Now,
like
if
if
any
you're
of you
that
guys are testing on puppies, you could fuck off, okay? No, but you better not ever test on a fucking puppy, okay?
I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. I can equal parts not want animals to just die for vanity and then also want to be safe. But I also feel like, bitch, if you want to be that clean, then don't wear no makeup. Like
There's
that's what it's giving for
that.
me. It's
There's
giving that.
that.
It's giving green eyeliner is not natural, baby girl.
Use berries, babe.
Use fucking juice and berries. Use
Yeah.
fucking
Use a little,
charcoal.
how I was about to say, get you a little charcoal,
Do
a
what
little
Maybelline did.
cornstarch,
Yeah,
a
go
little
ahead.
Vaseline.
And go about your merry business, cause bitch, I'm gonna go ahead and put on this hot pink, and I know it's I know something about it ain't right, but it's all right. We go, it's okay.
After I watched a piece of content, I asked my homegirl, like, you know, this is just a fucking commercial, right? But I was sent this thing, toxic edge controls, and it essentially was like listing all of the high top edge controls and like all of the fucking chemicals inside of it, and like, ooh, this shit is toxic.
Of course.
Long story short, at the end they showed their edge control and was like, our non-toxic clean. I was
You
like,
know
this
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
fucking commercial.
Of
But you know
course.
me, I love a comment creep. So I was all up in the comments, like seeing what's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And one, shouts out to all the girlies in the comments. I was like, right, bitch, give me all those chemicals to lay down these 4C edges. I
Period.
want them laid down. I'm good. The fuck? And I felt that.
Like,
I felt that because you can't see, but I have two buns. I know
period.
I
Come on,
look like
space
my
bun.
hair's slicked back, but I had dreams of some baby hairs. And last night, my baby hair stressed me out so much going to this event. I gave myself 15 minutes to do them. It took 30. And then this morning, it was still trying to stress me out. So I just pushed them all back. And that's because I'm
Oh,
out of my proper fucking edge control. And all I had was all
stop.
the 97 backups I have that are all fucking trash. But anyway, a chemist popped into the comments and was like, you need to stop.
Yeah. And I know
the
that's right.
chemist
Once the chemist
the
pop
chemist
in,
popped in and was like, I'm a chemist and you need to stop. Most products, literally what you were saying, like these products that you're listing, they're toxic at a certain level. It's regulated
yes.
that like most of these things cannot have that amount. Like it's most of these things have like 0.01% of
Yes.
that. And she was
Mm-hmm.
like, look how far down on the list of ingredients
Yes.
that this chemical is. Like it's not, no, that's not it.
It's
And you're
always giving no. Like
giving, it's just fear mongering. And I don't
it
like that.
is. It
Like
is.
don't try to scare me
Into buying your product.
into doing right. Like, how does that fucking work? You can't scare me into doing right, honestly. And also, I'm an asshole. So, like, if you like, you shouldn't do this because I'm like, let me see.
That part.
I'm gonna do it now. Now I'm intrigued. Now I want to try all of these edge controls I've already tried before
Yeah.
throughout my life. And here I am, 36 years old, with all of my working, functioning body parts.
Listen, we're gonna be fine. Oh, you know what's so funny? My hero product this week, by the way, I finally started using the Dior Backstage concealers. I used to only just use the foundation. Bitch, there is something magical in that fucking concealer. I don't know what it is.
The
It's
back,
like
like the old ass, the ones,
no, it's that they finally made a concealer. It might be old. I don't know if it's old. I know they always made the foundation. I know that, but they made
Dior
concealer.
Backstage concealer.
Concealer. I didn't say it was new. I'm saying it's not new.
I'm
I
looking
just
like
I just happened to have finally experienced it because I thought the foundation was enough. I was like, it's fine. Like for boys, like I can use it as a concealer. It's not a big deal. But bitch, I was using that bitch this week. Oh, and then I did a new little technique for all those that are watching us. I put so you know, like the La Mer cream is so thick, but you know the clients like it, so I always have it in my kit. And I always have what's the other
your
one?
clients like it. Uh
My clients like it. Well, I now that I figured out this little thing, I might start using it a different way. So I was taking the La Mer cream, like the regular
huh.
cream, which is super thick. And like even though it has all of the technical components of Pond's cream is obviously smoother and it's a cold cream, whatever. Anyway, so I was putting it on,
You
right?
just casually throw in there that Pond's cream is better than the La Mer one.
Basically. But I'm not gonna show up with no 400-year-old Pond's cream. They're gonna be like, okay, you're a grandmother. Anyway, so I was putting the La Mer, and then, bitch, I was taking the concentrate, La Concentrate, and I was brushing it against my knuckles. And then I was massaging the concentrate into the La Mer, so it made it so like supple and juicy. I was massaging this nigga's face this week. I was like, whoa, I like my brain exploded that I just stumbled into doing it. So instead of doing the serum first, because I do notice that it's got like a weird silicone slip.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna like Google what the ingredients are because I want to know exactly what the purpose of it is. Because even when I put it
The
on my skin, I
coral
feel like,
reef. It's the reef, right?
yeah, but what
They
is it
make
for
the concentrate
anti-aging?
out of the reef. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but what's for?
I don't know. And also, I know the coral reef is getting low and low. So I don't know if they
Okay,
should still be using the reef for y'all
they need
little
a vegan
serum.
option.
Hmm. They need a clean option.
Period. But I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna research. Like, I'm gonna do some digging into what the fuck is in this La Concentrate because my skin feels actually kind of matte and satin. It doesn't really feel like anything great has happened. But when I mixed it, bitch, like, but in that particular method, Stupid. This nigga's skin was glowing all week. I was like, ah. And then the Dior backstage, I was like, oh
But
my God, I'm
like
the best groomer
that is
ever.
a good that is a good that's a technique for makeup artists.
Yes, 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 yes.
Not for a consumer though, because
Well, no, that's
please
true.
don't put your serum on after your thick ass cream because you're wasting your La Mer serum. I just
No,
want
well,
to
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
tell me.
You're theoretically mixing it, right? So it's like as if you put, I don't want to say ample because the ample is so specific and it's like really time, it's time not sensitive. What's the word?
It's a real concentrator, right?
Yeah, but it's like it's only for a period of time. It's not like a serum. Like
Wow.
it's like use it for 2 weeks. Like certain ampoules
Wow.
are, I can't think of the word that I'm or the phrase that I'm thinking of. But anyway, like it's like that. Like the serum is if you put a little bit of the concentrate and then mixed it, you'd still get the same benefits. The difference though would be that you'd actually probably use
Mm,
a little less serum. So you might
gotcha.
not go through it as fast. But I do agree with you.
Okay.
Ordinarily, you should never do your serum after. It's just you just would be mixing it in. But I just I was just feeling myself how I was like, all right, we're gonna warm this bitch up. We're gonna put some canola oil in there, nigga. We're gonna get in there. And I was
Nah,
just
sis was in her bag with this old ass backstage concealer.
basically, I was literally like, what? I was like I said, I was like, I got him the best groomer
I'm
ever.
like,
Like,
I'm
bitches
looking
can't
at
fuck
you
with
like
me.
backstage concealer. I'm pretty sure I got those in 2020.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so late. I've only really cared about the foundation. I've never cared about the concealer. And
I
then I
never
was like,
used a foundation because
foundation busting.
because I work with
You're
the
like, I got
men.
the concealer. I don't need them big ass shits in my kit.
Well, yeah, I definitely pack light, but also like I don't use foundation often.
Yeah,
I'm a concealer all over kind of girl.
I feel that.
For
It's
the
probably
most,
smarter
here and
too.
there, here and there, here and there. I'll use foundation, but yeah, overall, I'm more
Of
concealer.
course.
I got those for shoots. They sent a backstage concealer to me for, I remember for a few shoots in 2020.
I wish they'd sent them to me. They used Dior sent me shit all the time, but they never sent me the concealer ever.
They
Like
sent
no
me the
bullshit.
concealer
Oh no.
because Travis had he had a he did that collaboration with Dior in 2020.
Oh, so then yeah, he had
I
done.
want to say. And we did a shoot and they sent me all these concealers and I got on set. And his stylists are like, Dior gave us these too, but we think they're for you. And I was like, what is it? And so like they gave me a bag and it was like skincare and concealers. I'm like, what they give me this for? I'm not gonna use this shit on.
No,
I'm
you
not
should
gonna
have
use
lied.
this on him. And
Yeah.
they were like, yeah, we figured you wouldn't. But like we wanted to give it to you. I'm like, okay, well you want he's not gonna really use his skincare either. Do you want do y'all want this moisturizer? You obviously can't have his shades because y'all not the same color, but do you want this moisturizer? And they were like, hell yeah.
You're so
So
generous. I'm pretty
I'm
generous
like,
too. I'm
take
starting to
that.
get to. I gotta cut niggas off because I was like, I think I'm a little too generous. And then I was looking at my skincare cabinet the other day, and I was like,
Oh, I've been there before. No, I'll tell people real quick. Sephora is closed. Because there was a time, especially in the beginning when I started getting stuff, that I would be like, I've got multiples of that. Yeah, you can have this. And then I would look up and it would be something that I actually needed in my kit and I actually fucking use. And then I wouldn't have it and I'd be too upset.
yeah,
So as a result, now I'm like, no, I'm like that fucking closet could be stacked up like the ceiling. And if I don't know exactly what the fuck is in there, I'm like, yeah, could you like come back after I organize? Cause I can't just be
yes,
giving niggas shit. And then I'm annoyed because I was like, oh, I was gonna make content. Did I give that to some? Oh shit, I gave that to somebody, or
yes.
I got a job and I'm like, oh, let me throw. Oh, I'd use okay. So no, it definitely gives. I'll have my family can call me and be like, hey, do you have? And I'll be like, I can let you know in a few weeks when I feel like looking in there. But right now, I don't know.
Yeah,
And I need to see how many I got.
I want to adopt this trait that you and Rob have. Like you're really good at like, cause it don't even be coming off like offensive. It just be like what it is. And I feel like I can't even like I can never do that. Like yesterday, my colorist was like, "Oh, do you have any makeup for me?" Which is so funny, and I felt bad because she's never asked me ever. But
Do you pay her in makeup?
no, well, kind of, because like I do pay her, but I definitely don't pay what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So last time she did my hair, she did it at my house. So I was like, yo, here's this binge, like just go nuts. So she had took a bunch of shit or whatever. But I think it doesn't dawn on me either, like how far few and far between like we see each other. So when she but the problem is she wanted me to go to a salon this time. And I was like, I already had 3 clients in the morning. Then I had to go and do that. And then I just got my period. Like it was like all the things, right? So I was like, well, I don't know if I can, because like I have to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, which means I'm gonna have to bring my big, and I have to do because when I have a girl and a guy, I'll bring my big kit. But if it's just a guy, I'll bring my little whatever. But I was like, I'm gonna have to bring my big ass kit and a bag of makeup on the train. So I was like, so I kind of like prepped her, like, probably not gonna, I don't know, I'll let you know. So then my appointment was for 12:30. Long story short, she got backed up and needed me to come at 4. Nigga, I was so mad because I felt bad once I kind of gave her, even though I didn't tell her no, but I gave her like not a response that I would ordinarily give somebody. Still felt bad for some fucking reason. Brought the fucking bag. Then the bitch changed the appointment. I was like, well, nigga, I'm carrying around this bag for fun, for shits and
Yes,
giggles.
you are.
I was so mad.
Yeah, no, no. My friend, I have a friend that's like Amber, and he calls me the queen of boundaries.
Yes, you are very good at it. Very good at it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna get fucking disgusting and nasty once if you make me feel like you've crossed my boundaries, then you see another side of me. Always. And I do not, there's no one or no way. There's nothing to make me change the nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like
course, there's
I've
nothing to
had
stop you.
friends see someone, like I've had people that have tried my boundaries, and then my friends will see how I treat that person, and they're like,
Mm.
"Oh my god, Amber, like please, like don't do that, like don't treat them like that, like they don't mean no harm, they like whatever." And I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you or this person is saying.
Yeah.
Do you want to get cursed out too? Do you want to get cursed out too? Because there's a way that someone can test your boundaries and they're
For
still trying
sure.
to be like, it's not
You could read it. You could feel it.
like I can't be nasty to someone who's nice to me because
That's
I'm a
fair.
good person.
Of course. You are actually, it's interesting how nice you are, considering how
Until
mean you can be.
until I feel like you've crossed my boundaries.
Yes.
Because people will nicely cross your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like people will fuck with you
Totally.
like that, and they will be crossing the fuck out of your boundaries, but in a nice way. For
Totally.
example, you bringing me makeup. Girl, who the fuck are you talking to? I don't care if I bring you makeup every single time, but don't ever just feel like I'm bringing, like, don't feel like that. Don't feel like that, because now I'm
Well,
not
that's
doing
how
it.
that, and I don't know why I felt like that, because I've known her for like 10 years, bro. And that when
Babe,
she asked me, I was just
I
like,
could not give a fuck less. My sister could do that, and I'd be like, what the fuck? No. At this point, I even think like my Instagram followers like get it, because there was a point where every time I unboxed something, there was always a bitch in my DMs like, "Ooh, can I get that?" Ooh, and now
oh
the only
God.
person that does that is my sister Lori, but that's because she'd be like, "And bitch, I don't even care. Let me get that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
I
she's
feel
like,
that.
"Fuck your couch. I don't care."
Yes. Yes.
But
That's a very Leo thing of her to do. You know what's so interesting? On the one end, right? Like I get that I can be a lot, and I think that the difference is that like I'm so self-aware in a sense that like I could tell when I walk in a room, you're like, okay, well, this ain't the time to be the normal way you be wanting to be, right? Like, or you could, you know what I mean? You know how to style, like, you could style step. And
yeah,
I feel like some people either they just don't get social cues or what. But I do agree with you. There's a line for me too. The line may be a little further than yours, don't get me wrong, but there is a fucking line for me too. Because I think when that time comes when someone gets to that line for me, it's like you really took advantage of me. Because you know that I'm being nice. Like now you know that I'm being nice. Like you know that I'm not genuinely interested in being around you or whatever you have to say or whatever the case may be. Like I'm trying to uphold my nice reputation and you tested me. And so I feel you because niggas will nicely overstep. I've become very protective of my boundaries like in the last few years. Like I can't be around anything that doesn't make me feel good. I don't respect you. You could go over there, but you don't need to be where I need to be.
yeah,
Like
no, like I won't even like work with niggas. Like
oh, well, for sure.
absolutely not. Like there's definitely no. I will sit home broke as fuck and be like, no.
Yeah, or just like knowing when someone's like not in the mood for the things that you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you. Like, I might not come in on set like that per se, but I will come in on set like, all right, this bitch is giving me the amber. Like, she's giving me the don't fucking try me. I'd be like, all right, well, bitch, we just gonna sit in silence. Then this is what you want. Like, you gotta know how to tailor the needs of the people in the room. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure. You got to know
but
how
I
to
feel
read
you.
the room.
Gotta read the room. Gotta read the room, guys.
Don't feel entitled. That's another thing that'll take me to a nasty place if I feel like you feel
Same.
entitled to my anything.
Same. Exactly. Especially like just because I was nice to these 10 people, don't mean that I have to be nice to you. And I think that's where niggas be having me fucked up. For sure, that's where niggas have me fucked up. Because then I'm not,
I could see that for you.
which I think is fair because I get it in the general sense. But if you don't know them 10 people personally, then nigga, you don't know why I was nice to them. You don't you don't know what they was giving, how they was
That's
giving,
valid.
what
That's
energy they
valid.
was giving me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I could
Yeah.
tell when I just could tell. Like I know that energy. Like I'm good. Like I know when it's just it doesn't call for it. It doesn't call for the
It
traditional
doesn't call
Britney.
for it. No.
Okay.
We're going to wrap
Everyone
this
ain't
shit up.
deserving.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, Brittany's having a day and we've had 19 therapy sessions. So we're going to wrap this up. This is the A and B conversation. I'm the A, Amber.
I'm the B. Brittany.
So we're going to see our way out of this so Brittany can go talk to her real therapist.
Bye.
It's an A&B conversation.